beautiful people, welcome back to my channel Skylife. If you've been to my channel before, you know that I explore the world of wellness and try all sorts of health trends and lifestyle challenges, break down the science and research behind them, and give you my honest opinion so you can make better informed decisions about how to live your healthiest, happiest life. You'll also know if you watch my videos that I love yoga. When I started this channel a few months ago, I made it a goal of mine or an intention to post yoga videos because I'm a yoga teacher, and since I moved to LA about a year and a half ago, I really haven't been teaching yoga because I've just been so busy with my job in the media industry and making videos. And I do a lot of yoga to keep myself sane, but I really miss teaching. So today is International Yoga Day, and I thought, what a perfect opportunity to post my first Skylife yoga video. I found yoga when I was 15, and I started doing hot power yoga because I was trying to increase my strength and flexibility for soccer. And it started out as a really physical practice for me, and before I knew it, yoga was working on my mind and my soul in a really different way that I did not expect. I will always hold a special place in my heart for the hot power style of yoga that I started out with because that's what gave me the foundation to fall in love with yoga. And I really have to pay tribute to my favorite teacher, my first teacher named Trisha. She is such a goddess and so beautiful, and she really allowed me to fall in love with the practice. So Trisha, this video is for you. So this flow is gonna be fiery, it's gonna be challenging, but I've found that when my practice is challenging, it allows me to focus on my breath and be present, which is the whole purpose of yoga. So just remember those two words, breath and presence, as we flow through. So let's get started. We're gonna start in child's pose, bringing your knees wide on the mat, feet together, and send your hips back onto your heels, reaching the arms forward, dropping your forehead into the floor, finding that connection between your third eye center and the earth. And start to bring awareness to your breath here. Inhale, lift up and reach over to your right, dropping back down and feeling a side body stretch through your left side, taking some good time at the start of practice to warm up the spine and really connect with the breath. Inhale, lift up and walk over to the other side, feeling a side body stretch through your whole right side body, allowing yourself to fall down and breathe deep, letting go of anything you've been holding on to. Coming back through center and finding a tabletop position. Start to move through cat and cow pose. Inhale, lifting the crown of the head up, and exhale, curl and round. Drop your chin to your chest, hollowing out through your stomach. Inhale, lift up, and exhale, curl and round. Start to move here intuitively, however feels good in your body. Just letting yourself flow through on breath. You can make circles with your hips, go the other direction, and just do whatever feels good here to warm up the spine. My shoulders are really tight, so I was really rounding out. And now make your way to your first downward facing dog, hands wide on the mat, spread your fingers apart. Start to bend through each knee, walking out your dog, getting a stretch to the back of each leg, and your elbows can be slightly bent. I have double jointed elbows, so it looks like mine are locked out, but they're actually bent here, so be sure to have a slight bend through your elbows, and drop your heels down to the back of your mat. Inhale, lift up onto your tippy toes, and exhale, ground down through your heels. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, ground down. Inhale, exhale. Roll forward through high plank, hands directly under your shoulders, and rock forward and back on your toes. Keeping your neck neutral with the rest of your spine, just start to warm up the core here and bend down through your elbows into chaturanga, all the way down and all the way back up. and downward facing dog. You can always skip the push-up or do a push-up on your knee. Inhale, lifting your right leg up, flex the foot, and exhale, roll forward, touch your knee to your forehead. Inhale, extend, three-legged downward facing dog. Exhale, roll forward, high plank, knee to nose or forehead. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl in. Inhale, extend. And exhale, bend the knee and roll your hip wide open, keeping your shoulders square to the floor, but allowing your hip to stretch wide open, foot to floor. Inhale, lift the left leg up and flex the foot. Exhale, roll through high plank, touching your knee to your forehead or nose. Inhale, extend, three-leg dog. Exhale, curl and round in high plank. Inhale, extend. Exhale, curl and round, really warming up the core. Inhale, extend. And one last time. And bend the knee and roll your hip wide open. Starting to build a little bit of heat here, but still really focus on connecting with the breath. Exhale, foot to floor, walking your hands or your feet up to your hands, hang in ragdoll. My shoulders were so tight when I shot this, so just allow yourself to really fall down and let any tension you're holding on to roll off the back of your neck. Just letting yourself fall down deep, shaking your head from side to side. Extend the arms back down, heel toe the feet together so the mounds of your big toes touch, and inhale, lift up halfway, extending out through the crown of your head. Bring your hands to your heart center, lift up through your core, building strength, and stand all the way up through leg strength. Inhale, the arms reach up, Urdhva Hastasana, ground down through your feet, lift up through your heart, look up, gaze lifts. Find your drishti up towards your fingertips and exhale your hands through heart center. Namaste. You have arrived. Connect here to your heart. Inhale, lift and rise. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana, forehead towards your shins. Inhale, extend out, halfway lift, and exhale, forward folds. A few more times here. Inhale, look out, reach out. Exhale, drop down, surrender. Inhale, lift. Exhale, place your hands down. You can step back, or if you want to build some heat, chaturanga through, jump back. Inhale, upward facing dog. And bend through the elbows here slightly. Lift up. You can also be in cobra with your legs down. And use your core strength to bring you back to downward facing dog. So you're lifting through your lower abs through that transition. Inhale. Exhale, step or float lightly, feet to hands. Inhale, extend. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, stand and rise and reach up. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Inhale, extend, and exhale, step or float back, chaturanga. Maybe a push-up to build some heat. This is a power flow, so you can really go for it. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do a few more sun salutation A's here to really build some heat. Flowing on breath now. At the end of your exhale, step or float forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, stand and rise and reach all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way back down. Surrender. Inhale, extend out. Exhale, step or float back, chaturanga. Maybe a few push-ups. Let's go for it. Inhale, upward facing dog. Core strength takes you back. Downward facing dog. Breathe. At the end of your next exhale, step or float lightly forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, Uttanasana. Inhale, find a chair pose. We're coming into Sun B now. We'll set it up here, pose by pose, sending your weight back into your heels, lifting up through your core, reaching through your fingertips, and really sit back, building heat and fire in chair pose. And maybe you lift up onto your tippy toes for a little extra fire. Breathing here, finding a drishti focus point ahead of you, and then forward fold down, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, find chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step forward, and find a warrior one, setting it up, placing your hands at your lower back to square the hips, and then lift the arms up. So in warrior one, the hips are square forward to the front of your mats, and you're grounding down through your feet. Interlace your hands behind your back, or take opposite hand to elbow, and find a forward fold to the inside of the right foot into my favorite pose ever, humble warrior. This feels so good. So good on the shoulders and neck to just totally surrender and release any tension you're holding on to. And slowly release, step back, finding a high plank, maybe one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale the left leg up. Step your foot in between your hands, setting up warrior one on the left side. Finding your foot placement, squaring the hips. And then inhale, the arms come up. Grounding down through your feet, lifting up through your heart. Gaze is up, if it's okay with your neck. Breathing here, interlace the hands behind your back. Inhale, extend, exhale, forward fold, humble, warrior, drop down. This pose is my absolute favorite. Just let yourself surrender, and if the clasp of the hands is too much, you can take opposite hand to elbow behind your back. Just letting yourself really drop in and release. Now placing your hands on either side of your foot, step back, high plank, maybe one-legged, chaturanga, low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Core strength takes you back, downward facing dog. Also knowing that you can take child's pose at any point during your practice. We'll move through Sun B on breath now, bending through the knees. Hover the shins over the mat. Look forward, step or float lightly, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, find chair pose, Utkatasana. One deep breath in takes you all the way up. And exhale, all the way back down. Inhale, extend out. And exhale, float through chaturanga, maybe 2 push-ups here. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the right leg up, step it through, finding warrior one. Inhale, reach up, lift up. And exhale, float all the way back down. So we're moving on breath to build some heat. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back, straight to the other side. Lifting the left leg, step through. Finding your foot placement for warrior one. Inhale. Exhale all the way down. Maybe one-legged chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. At the end of your next exhale, bend your knees, float forward, feet to hands. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward folds. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Look up, reach up. Exhale, forward fold all the way back down. Inhale, extend out. And exhale, finding chaturanga, maybe 3 push-ups this time. Building heat through our power flow. And downward facing dog. Right leg extends, step it through. Finding warrior one, inhale. Exhale, open out warrior two. So you have to change your foot placement here. So now your front heel is aligned with the back arch of your foot. In your drishti, your gaze is over your front middle finger. This is where we cultivate focus and presence. Breathing in our strength. Breathe in the strength of your warrior. Finding contentment even when it's uncomfortable. Inhale, reverse. Reaching back, and exhale, touching down, find side angle pose, extended. We'll flow through this on breath. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, find side angle, extend and reach. Inhale, reverse. And exhale, extend and reach through. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Exhale, side angle. And we'll breathe here in extended side angle. You can also be up a little bit lifted with your forearm on your thigh. Or you can have the hand down. The most important part is to extend up. And finding warrior 2 again for a breath. Now extending through the front leg, heel toe the back foot in a bit. And we'll find triangle pose, reaching forward as far as you can until you let the hand fall down to wherever it lands, gazing up at your upper thumb for triangle pose. Breathe here. Finding a half moon coming up onto the right leg, flexing through the left foot, finding strength, drishti, focus, presence, and breath as we balance here. Try and land as lightly as you can at the back of your mat into warrior 2. Inhale, reverse, peaceful warrior. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down, frame the foot with your hands and step back, float through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Inhale, left leg steps through in between the hands. Drop the back heel down. Inhale, find warrior 1. Grounding down through the feet, and then exhale, open out, find warrior 2. Shifting the foot placement slightly so your front heels align with the back arch of your foot. And now we find our drishti and breathe. Focus on one point in front of you, resisting the urge to move or fidget. This is where we build strength, endurance, mental focus. Inhale, reverse or peaceful warrior, and exhale, touchdown, find side angle, extended. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, touchdown, extended side angle. Inhale, reverse warrior. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, reverse. Exhale, side angle pose. One more time, reverse. And extend and reach. The gaze is up if it's okay with your neck. Making sure to really find the groundedness in your feet and the extension through your heart. Finding warrior 2. Take a breath here and breathe, and then we'll move into triangle pose. Heel to the back foot in just a bit. Extend as far forward as you can, and that front knee is slightly bent, so we're not locking out. Just a micro bend through the front leg. Triangle pose. Breathe and feel this beautiful stretch. This is also one of my favorite poses. Finding half moon on this side. So it's okay if you fall in any of these balance poses. That is a beautiful thing. It means we're taking risk and being playful. So my leg's a little bit higher than it should be here, but you want to have your leg at about hip height. And if you can land ever so lightly back to warrior 2, inhale, reverse, and exhale, cartwheel the hands down. High plank through low plank. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And breathe. stepping or floating lightly forward, feet to hands. Finding Utkatasana chair pose, will build a little bit of heat here and do some detoxifying twists. Extending through the heart first, and then bringing your left arm to the outside of the right thigh, hands through heart center. This is allowing you to twist a little bit deeper. Now that we're really warmed up, we can go into this deeper twist. Coming back through center, inhale, and exhale, hands through heart center, lifting up through the heart first, and then extending into the twist. Really sitting your hips back, keeping the knees aligned, gazing up. You don't have to force this. This can be a gentle twist, never forceful. Inhale, extend, Utkatasana, maybe coming up onto the tippy toes, burning out the legs before we flow to the floor, breathing here. And exhale, forward fold, release. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, building some heat in chaturanga push-ups. Inhale, high plank. Exhale, low plank. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Building strength. You can do all of this on your knees, by the way. We'll lower down slowly, 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 all the way to the floor. Inch by inch, breath by breath. And let yourself lay all the way out. Turn one cheek towards the mat and let your heart beat into the earth. Surrendering here after all of that hard work you've put in. Turn your head the other way. And this is a time when I love to really connect to my heart space. We'll do some back strength before we wind down to the end of class. We're almost done. So bringing your forehead through center. We'll inhale, lifting our heart up, legs up. Extend back through your fingertips, palms face the floor. Gaze is down. Neck is neutral with the rest of your spine. And exhale, fold forward. Now reaching the arms forward. Inhale, lift up. Feeling this back strength. We'll start to swim here because it's summer. So just breathing through as you swim in your imaginary beach or pond or whatever you like to swim in, pool. Now we'll take one bow pose, reaching around, grabbing the tops of your feet. Inhale, lifting up, drawing your knees together. Using leg strength to lift you up. We'll start to rock back and forth. And that's just great for digestion. Feels so good. Inhale, full extension, and exhale. Slowly, slowly release down. Turn one cheek towards the mat. We'll find a counter pose in child's pose. Again, letting yourself fall back down and surrender, feeling that stretch through your back body and low back that we just worked so hard. Coming up to tabletop, bring your feet to one side, have a seat, placing your feet flat on the mat, extend your arms forward, and slowly, slowly roll all the way down onto your back. We'll take a final hip opener, figure 4 stretch. This is also called reclining pigeon. Flex both feet. You can reach your hands either around your hamstring or the calf. The most important thing is to really draw your back body and low back into the floor. Shoulders should be fully connected to your mat. Taking half happy baby, grabbing the bottom of your foot and really grounding down through the left hip as you extend your right knee to the outside of your chest. Again, your shoulders and back are flat on the floor. Extending the legs, keep it slightly bent as we bring our forehead towards our shin for one breath, and then let the leg extend and shake out as you lower it all the way down to the floor. Feel the length through the right side. Now taking
our figure 4 on the left side, flexing the feet, drawing that left foot across your right thigh, and really ground down through the shoulders and low back, hugging in for a nice hip opener. We hold a lot of tension and emotion in our hips, so especially for athletes, I always am really tight in my hips, so these poses are so good for me. If you're a runner or soccer player, hip openers are your best friend. Finding half happy baby, drawing your left knee to the outside of your chest, grounding down through the right hip. And now extend through the leg, keep it slightly bent as you lift up forehead towards your shin and slowly shake it out, lower it down all the way to the floor. Finding our Savasana, our final resting pose. Namaste means the light in me honors and respects and loves the light in you. So people joke about the word namaste all the time, but really the meaning is so powerful. So I say to you here, namaste. Happy yoga day. You can stay here for as long as you'd like, but at least give it about 3 minutes to allow your body to reset. Let yourself fall down and surrender.
Okay, that was your power yoga flow for strength and focus. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if you want to see more yoga videos, definitely like and comment below. Next week, I'm going to have another sciencey video coming out that I'm really excited about, that I've been working on for a while, so make sure you subscribe and hit the bell button so you will be notified when that video comes out. It has to do with brain hacking, so it's gonna be crazy. That is it for this episode of Sky Life. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, you have the power to thrive. You have the power to live your best life ever. I will see you next week. Bye!